Yo, what's going on, everybody? So, I mean, whew, man, I haven't made one of these in a minute. Let me do like this. So, like I said, I told y'all, I'm gonna start making videos like this. I've been all a little on and off and stuff like that. It's whatever. Let me see if I can set it down, and then you can do like that. So, I'm gonna make a real quick video. This video is for those who are thinking of lowering locks, or is, well, basically what to know before you start locks. You know what I mean? So if you are ever having it, you just walk around and you looking at people and you like, man, I like that, and you like the style, like for whatever your reason is, you gotta be able to understand what you should know before you start locks. Reason being is because you don't want to start having, you don't want to, start and then start your locks and then you end up quitting midway through it and be like, well, why'd you do it? Oh, it's just a fad. That was a reason. If you just want to do comb coils, do it for like that. But if you want to actually unlock, here's what you need to know: 5 tons and tons of patience, because locks don't, these don't happen overnight. They will never happen overnight. No matter how many oils, how many things you spray in them, it will never happen overnight. You have years. People having mine took about 6 months just to lock, to actually perform an actual lock, not the budding stage of it, but the actual lock. Second thing is that you need to understand that you cannot do everything everybody else does. Especially during the starter phase, you can't do what everybody else does, meaning you can't go swimming whenever you want to, you can't put whatever you want in your hair, you can't scratch it, you can't sleep with no do-rag or something on it. You can't, basically you gotta be crazy overprotective over your hair to the point to where it's like you don't want nobody touching it. Tips for that is, like I said, sleep with a do-rag, sleep with a nightcap, something on your head, because you don't want your twist to come out. You don't want nothing to be out of place. You want everything to stay in its spot. When you're going swim, if you want to still go swimming, swim with a shower cap. I don't have a shower cap. Swimming cap on. You can go to any sports goods store and they'll be able to buy, give you some for like what, $6 to $7. And as far as just what to put in them, make sure you do your research on what is the best things. Jojoba oil is a great thing. Black castor oil, the stuff that I always use. Do-grow is a good thing. When it comes down to that. Number 3, if you decide to do your locks, to get your locks started, but you're doing it, like you're retwisting it every month, please make sure you know what you're doing, because you don't want to retwist your hair and then you end up messing up, because that's just the worst thing in the world to do. All of us, you think you know what you're doing, but you really don't. When it comes down to retwisting your hair, you want to make sure to put enough product on there where it's not saturated, but it's not less, so it's not even there, so it doesn't even do anything. You also always want to clip towards the bottom so that everything that's going on happens. The whole, not just the top where it's getting and everything else is just unraveled. You want to make sure that the whole lock all the way down is congruent towards the end. But if you're just going to a professional, a loctician, make sure you go on the Instagram, make sure you go on the Facebook. If they have a YouTube, go on the YouTube. Make sure you know who you going to, so you know who's retwisting your hair. Number 4, make sure that like I said, you understand what a lock is. It is an extension of yourself. It is really you saying, okay, this is what, like my locks are, all of them are imperfect. Every one of them have their flaws and stuff like that. But you can't sit there and get sad when you see something out of place. You got to understand that the locks are your own personal journey. You cannot allow somebody coming around with long 3 to 5, 7 year locks that are all the way down here, probably down their back, and you get discouraged and be like, man, I want locks like that, and do something drastic. Now I'm saying, if you want to go get the lock extensions, by all means go ahead and do it. That's on you. I mean, it's not like it's really bad. I just, in my personal opinion, it's way better to experience the journey, seeing your hair go from coils to budding to them locking and shooting to them being all out like this, and you just basically have yourself a good set of locks and you know what you're doing. Number 5, last one, the very last one. You see what I'm doing right now? Itching my head. This is basically for starter locks. If you're still having starter locks, do not just start going in and just go in there. If you have a good strong nails, just get in there, find a spot, and just that one spot, because you don't want to have your hair be all out and doing all that wild stuff. Because you want to say, like I say, if you end up doing, just, I call it the tearing, like you're just tearing into your head because you want to, then you're pulling hair out of your starters because then they're not even budding yet. No, well, I guess, yeah, that sounds about right. And you want to make sure that you want your hair to stay in place. You want it to stay in the same base because you don't want it to go all over the place. I didn't even try to rhyme. It just came out like that. But for the most part, when for starter locks, and if you're about to start them, make sure you understand that you just gotta keep, find you somebody. Now, it doesn't have to be me. Find you somebody on the internet. Find yourself a page or something that can be able to educate you on what you need to know about locks, what you need to understand, what's the next phase on. Okay, so I just got the locks. Do I spray them? Never spray your hair. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. Never ever spray your hair with water because it's gonna turn into poof, and it's not gonna lock fast. Just leave it alone. Let it do what it gotta do for the next 6 weeks, and then to the next retwist. Then you can probably put some oils and stuff in there. But for the first 6, like honestly, for the first 6 weeks to a month, to 3 months, you're gonna be just wanting to do everything in your power to maintain and tame your locks, because they're gonna go through. I mean, it's really not an ugly stage, but it's gonna be a wilding out teenage. Do as they may stage, and you can't really do much about it. But that's why you got to be cautious and you got to be conscious about what you're doing to your hair. So for the most part, that's it. So make sure you know who you're going to. If you're doing your own locks, make sure you know what you're doing. If you go to sleep with starter locks, please make sure you're putting on a do-rag, something like that in your head. So make sure everything stays in place. If you're going swimming, wear a swimming cap so you can at least enjoy the summer and you can still have your locks. Make sure that you understand that your locks are an extension of yourself. Make sure that your journey is your own journey, and that if you can't be really being envious of somebody else's locks is not going to help anything. Dang it. Oh, if your head is itchy, make sure that you don't rip and tear in it. If you just want to get into that one spot and just rub it, there's an oil that I highly suggest. It's this oil right here. It's by Organic Root Stimulator. It's an anti-itch oil. Anti-itch scalp oil is made with aloe vera and sweet almond oil, and it works wonders. It feels good. You don't even need a lot. You just put it at one spot, and it just makes it feel real good. And the last one is just have fun with it. This is you. If you want to start this and you want to continue on to it, don't let this be a fad. Know that this is a lifestyle and this is a thing that you're gonna get yourself into. If you want long locks, I can't even consider my locks long. I can just say, if you want locks that come down to here, like at least here, and then you want to you got to keep going. You can't. I mean, if you want to start the lock extensions, go ahead by all means, but understand that when you have locks, these are probably one of the most versatile styles out there. Besides having a fro, because fro you can do whatever you want with it. But locks, I mean, obviously you see how I did the two. My hair is kind of wavy, crinkly because I did the 2-strand twist and then I took it out and it became this. Literally, like if you don't think, okay, well I can only wear it down or in a ponytail, stuff like that. No, there is a plethora of styles out there that you can do for locks, and I promise you, if you do some research and you actually look it up, you'll look at something and be like, wow, I really want to try that, and soon you might be able to do something for yourself. But I'm sorry that I didn't get a chance to get through everything. I just want to be able to give you a little video of what you should do, what you should know before